I'm Ted. This is the Real Ted G podcast. And I have my producer Bing.
Hello.
On the other microphone. And the phones are ringing off the hook. So now we are going to just talk about butterflies.
Oh, yeah.
For real, the phone is ringing off the hook. Damn.
Butterflies.
Going to have to unplug that phone.
Wow.
Can you see the call ID on that?
It says Steinhoff, M-I, and now it just hung up.
Okay. Well, he'll call back.
No call back. So anyway, butterflies.
Okay. Butterflies. So I read this thing on the internet, or I must have seen something on maybe Instagram or TikTok, and it talked about like chasing butterflies. You almost will not be able to catch one. Instead, you build like a beautiful garden, and you take care of the garden, and the butterflies flock to you. So I thought obviously it's a metaphor, and I wish I could tell. Well, it is a metaphor. It's not a simile. I know the difference. I just can't explain the definition of each one right now. So, but the metaphor is obviously about business. It's, in my opinion, it's about business. But I guess it could be about anything. It could be about relationships too. Build a beautiful garden. Grow yourself, your inner self, your outer. Stay healthy, stay motivated, stay positive, and obviously things get attracted to you. Laws of attraction. I believe in all that stuff. I believe in things that manifest. I've manifested something I needed yesterday, and apparently it happened.
What'd you manifest?
A new agent.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, it's always time for a new agent. Every so often, you just want to get that little kick. Like once every few weeks, it's nice to have a little energy burst of a new agent, a new type of motivation, a new type of energy that enters the room, the building, and everybody. So this new agent, he's definitely motivated. He's already on top of things. He's doing a lot of stuff with some of the commercial stuff, commercial listings and sales and potential sales that we have. So he's really taking the football and kind of running with it, and I think he's very capable in terms of social media as well.
Good.
So cool. It's always nice to add an agent, but that was not my. But then maybe that was my philosophical conversation about butterflies. So it talks about, the metaphor was you build a garden. And so it really goes towards you build yourself, grow yourself, read a good book, create knowledge. And now I'm going to make it totally real estate. So everyone, I'm not a business person. I'm a real estate person. Everyone should know that. And I'm also very bad with money. That came out wrong, but I do like to spend money. So when it comes to real estate, the metaphor is be knowledgeable, like learn, take advantage of educational activities, take advantage of the industry, take advantage of knowledge that's around you. It's not about selling sunset. It really is about selling yourself. And who's going to buy if there's no value there? So the way I built value over the years, I've attended crazy amount of seminars, crazy amount of conventions in all different places around the country, which is a lot of fun. But you get to absorb, you get to see, you get to learn. So, chime in whenever you want,
I'm letting you do your thing, man.
So, and I guess, and that's why a lot of times things look to other people like they're just handed to an individual. They just, it's so easy for that person when people say,
they don't see the grunt work that goes into it.
No, and you really don't see the reason why it looks like something might come easy to someone. It's because, if I reach out to someone, it's because I'm feeling or I'm seeing something, and that was all the work that they did to grow to that stage. A good doctor, a good lawyer. Sometimes a good lawyer is obviously someone that someone says, here, you're on
Takes
trial
a
for
lot
murder.
of work.
You use this guy. Listen, if I ever go on trial for murder, I obviously have to try to find who is it? Johnny Cochran, if you would.
Johnny Cochran. Bob Macedonio is pretty good. So I would ask the smartest person, the most knowledgeable person I know, who's the best lawyer, and it's all the work that they did. It's not because they have to have a familiar name, So I always think about that. And the butterfly metaphor just kind of like brought it home in such a simple way. You build a garden. You build whether it's an office culture or an image.
based in fact. And, when someone sees some of our podcasts, yes, they see some quirky stuff, although I think I'm pretty boring.
You're not boring.
I'm pretty boring. Put me next to our previous guest, Jim. I'm pretty boring. It's like, whoa.
I don't think anyone
he's a
can
volume
be
7. I'm like a volume -2.
Listen, you can't compare yourself to Jim. Is on like a different plane of existence entirely.
He's got some creative spark.
You guys should check that episode out, by the way. It was really funny. I got to throw cough drops at him.
Yeah.
And he juggled them pretty well, actually.
That's what he does for a living. He's a juggler.
Well,
So anyway, so do you understand that metaphor?
Yeah, of course.
When I bring it to real estate, or I could bring it to business. And congratulations, you have a new client coming on board. Not on board in this podcast room, but on board.
Thank you very much.
You're producing another podcast for someone.
Yes.
Someone that I definitely hold in high regard with regards to their approach to the mortgage industry.
And you're going to be on their podcast later today.
Apparently I am.
Apparently you are.
Yeah, today is all podcast.
It's all podcast, baby.
And I got to sneak in some real appointments because I have an attorney who needs me to follow up on our final walkthrough. I do have some work to do, and I will get it done. But yeah, so the butterfly metaphor. Build a garden and attract all the butterflies in the world. I'm Ted, and this is the Real Ted G podcast, and you can find us on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok,
Facebook.
and Facebook.
Yeah.
Why do I keep forgetting Facebook?
To be fair, most people are forgetting Facebook these days.
Oh. It's because the average age of a Facebook user is 68.
Hey, don't call me old.
That's also the average age of a realtor. I don't quote me, but I definitely know it starts with a 6. I'll get you the real statistic shortly.
Bye, guys.